Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Let's continue with the topic array. Sorry, I think it's been a week gap due to some work I haven't recorded any video. Okay, so now the topic is arrays. So an array is a group of item typed variables that are referred by a column name. So basically, it is a collection of values, okay, which can hold a same data with the same data type. For example, if it is an integer array, it will hold only integers. So array of any type can be created and may have one or more dimensions. So it can be one D array, single dimensional array, two dimensional array, three dimensional array, and dimensional array. A specific element in array is accessed by its index. So if you want, for example, array, okay, A is an array of size 3. Okay, so a of 3, that means the indexing will start from 0 to n minus 1. So a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, 3 elements. To access an array, to access an element in array, we need to specify the location or the index. So for example, there is an array, okay, of a of 3 equals to 1 to uh, three numbers. So the positions are 0, 1, 2. If I write a of 2, that means the value is 3. Okay, the value in a of 2 is 3, like that. To access, we need to specify this index. So let us simply come from the beginning. So one dimensional array. So the general form of I think yeah, one dimensional array, the general form is like type, whether it is integer array, string array, or double array, like that. We need to specify the type. Array name, what is we want to keep that array name, square brackets, quotes. Along with that, we need to write that array name is equals to new array. Other means new type. Type in the sense, if it is int, the size of the array you need to specify. Or what you can do, either it is a two line method, or you can also write in a single line. Type array name is equals to new type. So for example, I am creating an array of salary. So int salary is equals to new int 100, or that means size is 100, or int salary that is equals to new int. Okay, so that see, int salary is equals to new int, that because it's integer int, the size is 100. In a single line also you can write. So note, so basically new is a special operator that allocates memory. So actually what happens in C, when we need to define an array, okay, so with the size, if you want to define an array, initially we need to mention the size. Without mentioning the size, we can't create an array in C. So but in Java we can create an array without size, like this int salary, and in this 100 also we can place any variable also, but in C we can't do it, right? So same thing. So int salary, int some new int of x also we can write some other value, okay, n or like that. So initializing one dimensional array, to initialize it, so name, there's the type, the name of the array, that is salary, square brackets is open class is equals to, in curly brackets we need to write the elements. So we have write 3 elements. So by default so then what happens, so it will allocate 3 memory, 3 times the integer memory. Okay, that will be size. So basically the size of this array will be 3, because there are 3 integer elements. So now sorting of numbers, either ascending or descending order. So you can see here, import Java util.scanner, because we use scanner. In the last previous video I told you why you use scanner. So to take values from the user, we'll use scanner, like a scanf in C. Class sort so I am creating a class named sort numbers, public static void main. and stat arg is string args. Scanner input is equals to new scanner. System dot out dot print enter number of elements to sort int n, and so here we are writing a scanner. We have imported scanner method class, right? So scanner input is equals to new scanner in bracket system dot in. This is the so this is important if you want to take information from user. So system dot out dot print enter number of elements to sort int n is equal to input. So basically we have created an object called int. So that int we are using here. So int n is equals to input dot next int. Okay. Now, so what happens? The information will be stored in n. So int a is equal to new int of n. So it is number of elements it is stored. Now we have created an n sized array. Int I comma j for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. System dot out print enter the numbers. So what here we can it will take input from the user one by one. Okay, so here we are using the sorting algorithm here. So normal sorting only, like when it is greater than, if you are using after sorting, either you can use ascending or descending depending on this symbol, that is greater than or less than, it will sort. If it is greater than, then we are swapping. That means it will be in I think it will be in ascending or descending order. We'll see. Okay, no, ascending order. Yeah, after sorting, this is like ascending order. If you want to make it descending order, less than. So after this okay, so let's do this in a notepad. Okay. I think first go to command prompt and type notepad space dot. So I am just using the same file. Yeah, so scanner and all is already there, so I'll just do this. Okay. Yeah. So what do you need to do? You need to first write scanner to create an object. So capital S scanner space. You can take any object. You can use X also. So no problem. So X is equals to new scanner system dot in capital S. Okay. Now system dot out. So what we need to enter, we need to specify it. For that we are writing a message system dot out dot print enter the size of array. Okay, now int n is equals to input. Instead of input I am taking x, so x dot next int. So I actually told all this in the previous video, how to take the user input from the user. So this is how we write. Okay, if you are expecting to take integer type, that's why input is integer, then it is int. If you want to write for double, next double, like that. Okay, now int is equal to new int of so basically this is the second the first type where we'll define the I think no it's the second type. In a single line we have wrote all this, declaring the array and also initializing the size. Int I comma j. So for writing the loop to enter element, so for I is equals to 0, I less than n, because it will array will be ending to n minus 1, right? So 0 to n minus 1. So I am taking from 0 to I less than n. So I plus plus system dot out dot print, enter the number. So I just use a matter. A of I is equals to x input you are taking, that, so x dot next int. Okay, so this is how we'll take the input. Now for sorting, what we'll do, for sorting another loop for, so I is equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, so for j, so actually I have declared here int I comma j, now I am using that j. So j is equals to j plus I, so j plus 1, and j less than n, j plus plus. Okay, so now what happens if the number is greater than, the present number is greater than the next number, that is j. So we need to swap. So the largest number will go towards the right side and the least number will be on the left side. So when you write that array, it will be like from lower value to higher value. Okay. Okay. So I am just taking a variable c, like temporary variable, to hold the value. Like we are writing the swap algorithm. So a of I is equals to a of j. Now a of j is equals to c. Okay, it's done. Now we write system dot out dot print just writing after swapping or after. Okay, so after swapping we need to print that array again. So again we need to write a loop. So just we are printing that elements. So this no need of any brackets because it's a single line. So for I less than n, I plus plus. If you want to use brackets also, it's fine. System dot out dot println a of I. I think everything is fine. Okay, save. Just save it. Now let's take compile it. Java sys bbb dot java. Yes. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, spelling mistakes. Type of system dot out and again that thing out and the size of it also I think. Okay. So, one and initialized. Okay. Yeah, it isn't initial. No, sometimes it might give error. So just write j is equal 0. Okay, just initialize j to 0. Now let's see. Yeah, now it's done. So Java space bdk. Uh, okay, right. I got that error. Here I used capital, but I told you same name should be there. So mm, now it's so enter the size of an array. So I'm just writing 5. Then enter the numbers. So just writing 5 numbers. So we are 23, 53 on that like that. Okay. If you want this also to bring bottom, just write here slash n after this or wait. Okay. Yeah. So just write 3 numbers whatever numbers. Okay, all will become okay. So this is how we'll do this swapping. Now coming to the second program. So this is about number sorting. We can also do the same thing for strings, but the only difference here is uh, the only difference you can see is one is this is other like strings. So first, well, I think this second that yeah. So first we'll take the number of strings. Okay, number of strings to sort. That will be integer. So I am writing input dot next end. Now what you need to take string unit and take the string values. So I am just creating a string an array string array. I'm creating a string array here. String is equal to a of brackets is equal to new string. Now int I comma j for a loop to enter the elements in that array. I am writing a loop here. So if you want to take an input string, then we will use just next. Previously we are using next int or next double, right? So instead of just you write next, so that will take strings as an input. That will take the input as a string. So a of a is equals to input dot next. Okay. So next is the input that is created from the scanner class. Okay, objects. Next input is an object created by the scanner class. We can name it anything you want. Okay, so after that we'll just for we are writing the same loop that we are written for the integers, but instead the numbers can be compared directly by less than or greater than, but to compare a string we use compare to. Okay, so a of I dot compare to in brackets the other string. So a of I is the first string, a of j is the next string. They will both compare the strings and basically like alphabetical order or dictionary basically. To precise it will check like a dictionary. So for example here we can see we have entered some names. Here the names that Arjun will be A, so that's why it is first, then C, second Mahesh, and like that. So for example here if you have two names with same starting letter same, for example here Nani and Nandu is there, so N and N is same, N on next. So let me write here. Here's the text. So yeah. So Nani, Nandu. Here we can see both. Here we can see till here it is same, right? N N A N N. So next it will compare I and D. Since D will come first, so first D will come first, right? So that's why first it will be Nandu, then it will be Nan. Okay, so this is how it will work. So you can try this example. Anyway, I will upload the link of this PDF, so you can check there all the examples. So in the next video I will tell you about multi-dimensional arrays. So thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe.